Hi, this is Flair from the Airy Peak European server. I'm going to talk through Sapphiron, who's the penultimate boss in Nax. This guy is really based in two major phases. The first phase, as you can see now, is when we're on the ground. I'm going to cover this in a little bit more detail in a minute. The second phase is when he lifts up into the air. A few things to worry about in this fight. The biggest one is, as you can see directly in front of me, there's a blizzard. If you get caught in that, it's going to put a slow effect on you, and it's going to do a fair amount of damage. In phase 1, the main objective is just to continually DPS Sapphiron down, get in as much damage as you can, ready for phase 2, which is coming up any second now. Here we go. What happens in phase 2 is Sapphiron lifts up into the air, and he'll randomly freeze 2 raid members. You can see one in front of me there with a skull on him, and then someone just behind me here. I'm just going to turn around and have a look at him in a second. There you go. What will happen is Sapphiron will do a deep breath attack. You can see it dropping down now. Anyone who isn't behind one of these ice blocks will immediately take something like 90 to 100,000 damage. In other words, they'll get one shot, tank, whatever. So you need to be very much hugging behind those ice blocks. The players that gets ice blocked, I think they take a little bit of damage. It's not substantial. But just before that, you need to make sure you're at least a little bit spread out. You shouldn't all hug on top of each other. There's an AoE damage that spreads if people hug up into each other. Then we go back into phase 2. As I've said, that blizzard is something you need to watch out for. It's not too hard to avoid. If you're a DK or something, you can anti-magic shell if you get in it. Gives you a few ticks of avoidance. I'm not sure if anti-magic shell will remove the slow, but it certainly reduces the damage. The second thing to watch out for, particularly if you're a druid or a mage, or a resto chamois, is there's a curse going around. The curse is fairly easy to remove. On 10 man, it only hits 2 people, and I believe it will heal Sapphiron a little bit. That's pretty much the fight as far as it goes. You just got to keep alternating between this phase 1 and phase 2. There's a lot of frost damage going around, so if you have a paladin, get a frost resistance aura up. If you've got any frost protection gear, it might be handy, although particularly right now with the tier 8 stuff being the base level, you shouldn't have many major issues. This video was taken a fairly long time ago. There you go, you can see that I've been ice blocked. You can't do anything, you can't move. I think as a druid I can bark skin. I think I did in this case. Not a lot else I can do. And there we go, that is Sapphiron. As with all dragons, DPS should always be at the sides. If you're at the back, his tail's going to start smacking you about, and if you're at the front, he's going to start cleaving you. The cleave will one-shot most DPS, particularly clothies, and the tail will stun you, which isn't handy if that blizzard is going around. There you are, that's Sapphiron. If you have any questions, have a look at flair.com, that's P-H-L-A-Y-R-E, and post in the forums there. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the video.